Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution. And in the last episode, we had something crazy happen here with the unemployment rate. Look at this unemployment rate number. That is a sick jump in unemployment. That is insanity. And why that happened? Check the date out again. That is September. The only thing I can think of for why that happened was the trade deals that absolved in September. For those of you who've been watching the series all the way through, I had some trade deals that were absolved by a number of countries in September. I think there were big ones, which was like something around $200 billion or something like that. So, I don't know. I think I negotiated a couple more with the United States here, but they're not big numbers. This contract will not have a significant impact on unemployment. That's the chemical industry. Water supply. This is us purchasing water supply. That's the best contract we had. We didn't get good contracts from our deal with the United States, but I think we at least need them to try to survive this unemployment thing. Not a significant amount of employment. What areas are significant amounts of employment? That's what I need to look into. And those are the areas that I think I need to just expand. Not a significant amount. So these contracts are not working the way the previous ones did. Coal, I think it was coal that we were selling, and it's just not. The unemployment rate is insane. We do have a 2.5 or $25 billion cash surplus and accumulation in Treasury reserve. So we have paid off our debt. Congratulations, Minister. The fiscal performance last quarter has created a surplus in the Treasury. Moreover, since we have completely repaid our debt, these amounts will form a reserve in the Treasury, which will be used to finance investment tied to loans or to pay off debts created in a deficit situation in the future. This reserve will accumulate at an interest rate of 1.28 per year. We have also reported this rise in Treasury reserve in our budget and our debt ledger. Let's look at that real quick. So down here, this public debt. It still says public debt, $3 billion. Or maybe I have to wait for it to calibrate itself. In the meantime, Australia. Before I do this, well, coffee.
Sure.
Love your country.
And your
Military alliance. Let's see. I'd go with a non-aggression pact with them. And they don't want it. Okay. Now, I really have to take some time and look over my industries here, because I have to find out which ones actually can create large amounts of employment. Aeronautical, construction. I almost want to exempt all my industries from taxes at this point. And apples, automobiles. Maybe I could even up my consumption by lowering sales tax. This is a strange bauxite. Bauxite, I have a lot of bauxite. I don't think. No, they don't need bauxite. Beef. Buying beef, beer, bottled water, housing, cereal, lots of cereal, cement. It's probably the service sectors, I think, that would create more jobs. I'm not selling them cement. Clothing. Coal. They've got plenty. Cocoa. We need some coffee. Could sell the coffee, but that's really not a significant amount. Hardware. No, we don't need that. Wow, we are short on copper. Cotton, plenty of cotton. Diamonds, drones. 27 drones in production. I wonder if I could sell them drones. Electrical materials, electricity, electrical components. I think my sale price is higher than most of the sale prices in these other countries. Fish. 10,000 fish. Make a fish contract. I don't know if that does anything for unemployment. Again, I haven't looked at the unemployment. Can I look at this? I can't look at this, can I? I should have looked at this before the meeting. Too late now. Okay, what else? We were on fish. Fuel. I think we need fuel. We've got fuel, but they're not buying at a high price. Gold, I don't think we can. Grapes. Grapes. Grapes is another billion. It's a bad deal for them. I'll take it. That ended that. No, it didn't. That's not what I wanted. Industry info. Alright, how about the actual numbers here? Volume per year. Electrical material, which is not being taxed at all, brings in the most jobs. Software industry also brings in jobs. What is this? Electrical components and jewelry bring in jobs, but they are... All these jobs seem to be going up. Automobiles. Unemployment in automobiles sector is going down. Automobiles and utility vehicles making around 100. That's about $300 billion in taxes. $300 million in taxes. And they are two of the higher industries that are not climbing. Steel would bring us up to 500 billion. And iron. Alright, so if I exempt steel, automobiles, and utility vehicles, I don't even think they're the biggest sectors, though. I think the service sector probably has the most jobs. I should look at the numbers. 44% of the GDP activity comes from the service sectors. Active population in third sector. 20% is active in that sector. 27% in industry. And then farming, 15%. No, that's not good. Utility vehicles. We are short on our consumption of utility vehicles. End that meeting. Okay, so I'm going to go into industry here. Automobiles. Exonerate. Steel. Exonerate. And utility vehicles. Exonerate. So I'm going to exonerate all those industries, those three industries. And Minister of Finance, I think it might be time to keep track of some things for me if you could. If you're willing to, you don't have to if you don't have to. But utility vehicles, we're looking at GDP. Utility vehicles is about $1 billion worth of GDP. A corporate tax rate of 180, that's fine. Employment of 3.2 million people. And we're hoping that will up it. Did I exempt steel? Steel. Not a lot of people employed in steel. I probably shouldn't have exempted them. But the other one's automobiles. Automobiles declining in employment. They're at 4.7 million. 747 million dollars. 4.7 million people. And that's 129 million taxes. And we are exempting them from taxes. So we'll have to see how that reacts. And I'm going to let a week go by and to see what is going on in this crazy. Inflation is down to below 6% too. The other thing I could try to do to stimulate spending is lower the interest rate again. Let's drop it to 10. We'll see what that does. Alright, so international meeting and public finance all look good. Taxes at 70 billion. Public debt, still says public debt. Run through this week and see what happens. A lot of Mujahideen markers here. They're down to below 6,000. They're losing ground there, the Mujahideen. The other thing to do is sell weapons to Afghanistan. I can't believe that unemployment rate shot up like that. Just because of a trade deal. That's why we need to open up free trade agreements with Central Asia. What's going on here? Period of national mourning. I don't know what that means. Somebody died, I think, in the last episode. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of debate out there. Again, feel free to comment down below what is going on, what you think is going on with the unemployment situation. How I should go about correcting it. Let's see how this week it recalibrates. We were over 10% unemployment before. If it goes higher, we got a problem. If it's declining, things might be a little bit better. But service sector, there's got to be some service sector areas that have a lot. You know what I also need to do? I didn't expand broadband at all. Or I didn't spend any money this quarter, did I? Okay, enemy units spotted. I'm not worried about that right now.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an average figure.
Average figure. Quarterly unemployment rate has risen to 10.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, we cut the company taxes. Hopefully that'll create more jobs. I'm not going to meet with them right now. What am I looking at? 10.27. And inflation went up 0.07. Alright. Let's let another week go by and see how things work out. Taxes. Public debt. Budget excess is at 77. Assassination.
It's awful. No, no, it's not a suicide. There's no doubt about that. But a terrible assassination. Yes, yes, the journalists are already there.
That's not good. Something got hit there. China network refuse. Next week is here. We'll see what happens with the economy, which is my biggest concern right now. And I didn't spend any money, did I? I could probably spend 13 billion, I guess.
In a statement sent.
I'm not paying attention to these terrorist groups that much. Unemployment is down. Okay, unemployment's going back down. Growth is going back up. Inflation's gone up a little bit, but not a lot. Looking better. I think I'm going to spend some money. And where to spend it? I wanted to build more roads. Let's see. I think a road system right across. Famine. Still dealing with the famine. Where do I want roads? You know who needs roads? Pakistan probably needs roads. They got refugee camps all the way up and down here. Pakistan roads. I wonder if the Pakistani situation caused any type of impact on the economy. No, that's too late. That happened a while ago. Alright, construction. Main highways. Alright, that's it. That'll cost 4 billion. And I'll connect some people. Highway construct. Oh, waste of public money looks like. Always says a waste of public money, but I think that's gonna help. This city still is like burning some of these cities. Ah, cost to rebuild. We did it. Alright, we got it. That was about 30 million.
like
Army
to
lacks
draw your-
men. Well, now's the time to recruit with unemployment as high as it is. That's for sure. 10.37. Where's our army? Have they reached their objective? No, they have not. Well, let's go ahead and hire another 100,000. That'll cost us $1 billion. And you know what? It might be time to increase everyone's pay, give them some incentives. Are we going up or no? I did not see the healthcare worker go up. Research. It's going to cost us 3.4. Hold on, this is going too quickly. Let me just make sure I get accurate numbers here. There's some chaos. Regression on the side of humanitarianism.
Your politics are on the right track.
Armed forces are with me. Sit-in from independence movements. Freedom and independence of political parties. Sit-in for the freedom and independence of political parties. Did they not have it? No, I don't want to do that. Uprising in New Delhi.
The rioters have...
I thought they had freedom. Sit-in demonstration. Indian Communist League appear on television. Let's see if that does anything. Riots have taken to the streets in New Delhi. That doesn't look like too much of a threat. There's a guy with a baseball bat there. Looks like, oh, he's throwing stuff. Catch him. Catch him. Get him. Get that guy. Oh boy. That guy was tough. Alright, back up out of here for a second. take a look. I'll send in police reinforcements. That should take care of some things. Excuse me. Alright, we're building roads. I didn't go into... Let me do housing. Because that one guy said that humanitarianism is not really working out too well. Treasury Reserve is 27 billion. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to spend about 6 of that 27 billion on improving another 100,000 homes. And one thing I've been neglecting is the broadband. So let's just crank it up to 5%, which will cost 7 billion from the Treasury. Broadband is internet technology that works in existing telephone wires. It offers broadband width of 2 to 20 megabytes per second. Mostly developed at the beginning of 2000s. It's now an aging technology forgotten in favor of super high speed, but only 5% of our country has, well, less than 5% has broadband. Let's make it 5. Let's make that 5, and let's go into education. And I could probably use some more secondary education schools too. Another 100. Distributed over the region. Distributed over full territory. Okay. Okay. So, some stimulus spending, a tax cut, and some monetary adjustments, and some trade. All tweaks.
Was very well received by the demonstrators.
Good. Reinforcements have been set in. Broadband construction begins. Popular uprising, housing, humanitarian, digital. All that's good. This is falling apart. And here we go. Just arrest those guys. That guy is really kicking everyone's butt. He's throwing stuff. Did they get him? Reinforcements have been sent in. Slow things down a little bit. Get these guys, will you? That guy's arrested. Get that guy. I feel like my game is like slowing down here for some reason. I feel like there's a lag here. Arrest him. Arrest him. Damn it. Got him. You. 44 police officers. Go and arrest somebody. Nobody left to arrest. Get them. Get them. My God. The lag on this game is killing me. Arrest that guy. Arrest him. Now let's see what happens. Anything? Oh, it's gonna crash on me. Get out of there before it crashes. Okay, you're done, you're done, you're done, and you are done. One guy left, come on. Just arrest him. Just get him. Just get him. Got him. Alright, it's over. Whew! Get out of
We
here.
have subdued the
End of
rebel.
the uprising. Okay, uprising is over. I hadn't had an uprising in a while. And let's see if we can't get it to the end of the week. See what our economic status is now. Economic crisis in India. Popular uprising, but my popularity retains 100%. Liberation of National Anti-Racism Group Organization. Still fighting going on in Afghanistan, but I'm not paying much attention there because I'm very worried about the economy. That is my number one concern in this game. I want a healthy economy. I think I'm dependent a little bit too much on trade, maybe. And trade contracts. Maybe I need to increase domestic consumption. In order to do that, I need a higher GDP per capita, probably. GDP per capita is only 5,000. So it might be time to start cutting taxes. Sales tax, maybe? Cut a sales tax. That's my next option, I think. Built up a lot of infrastructure. And our surplus is going to continue to grow, especially with an interest rate. So let's see what these numbers are. I think a sales tax cut or an income tax cut would be called for, especially a poverty income tax cut. But I might cut everyone's income tax. Where are we? I want India. Unemployment 14%. What the hell is going on?
Our governmental cell informed.
Accept. Time for massive tax cuts. You gotta be kidding me. 14%. $13 billion. That's a lot. No one is gonna vote for that. Income tax cuts. It's $5 billion. That works. Cut those income taxes. And company tax cut. Probably should have attached it. That'll work. Let's go for it. You gotta be kidding me. I'm doing really great.
You're really peachy.
I don't know about that. Public finance. Social, purchasing power. Happiness declines. Rioting. Uprising. Rioting. Send in reinforcements. Indian Communist League. What do you want? To cut your taxes? I guess they want more taxes. They probably want higher taxes. Troops have been sent in.
The funeral will take place next week.
No, she was just saying I was peachy keen. Peachy something. Police officer killed. Rioting continues. Oh my god. What is going on with the economy? Get these baseball bat guys. Baseball bat guys really keep messing things up. Go get them. Arrest them. Get them all? Gotta get aggressive with these rioters, I think. Got him. Who's left? Let's get moving. Huh?
You have to strike while...
Well, what the heck am I supposed to do? .6% unemployment. Come on. Who's the highest? Services. How much are we making on taxes on services? That's $1.2 billion. I could just cut that. I could cut this. Numerical networks. No, not you. Numerical networks and infrastructure. Exonerated. Hire me more people. Start hiring people. What are you doing? All idiots.
What's the point in getting through the century to see such garbage?
Good lord. Big poverty with a satisfactory level. No one dies of hunger. But nobody has jobs. I hope this isn't some bug that's really screwing me up somehow. $84 billion in excess. Maybe it's just a recession or something like that, or a correction of the market. I don't know. What is happening? Space research. Yes.
The mission
Yes.
was completed last evening.
Another
It
complete
arrived to a
success.
festive atmosphere in the control room. It must be said that the scientific team had every reason to be overjoyed at the complete success of their space program. The program director praised policymakers for having taken the initiative for this long-term scientific endeavor and for having secured sufficient means to guarantee its success. He called it a great success for our nation.
Okay, well, a little bit of pride in the country, even though the unemployment rate is abysmal. Approaching Great Depression numbers. 14.6, what the hell? Okay. It's been almost 35 minutes. What is going on? Oh, was this? Maybe this is part of it.
The relief teams have stopped searching and are preparing to return. There is no chance that anyone could have survived under that rubble.
Jeez. Yeah, those islands took a hit. Massive earthquake. And there's still famine. And I'm attending a funeral. The last old lady liked me a lot better than the new one. I'll say that. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think's going on in the economy. I've done pulling out all the tricks that I have up my sleeve. And I wonder what's going on with inflation too. 6.25. That's not bad. Growth. What the hell? It's horrible growth. I don't know what's going on. All right. Feel free to post down below. Like the video if you did. Comment. Please comment. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And would like to see more. And you can follow me on Twitch or Twitter or support me on Patreon. All links down in the description below. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys in the next episode.